Hi Rainbow Room. Okay, so today we're going to be making our own boats, which is one of the means of transportation that we covered this week. So let's get started by having all of our materials. So I've got some construction paper. I just have different colorful ones that I'm gonna recycle. They're just old pieces of paper that I don't have a use for, so we might as well recycle them. But if you have construction paper, or if you just have regular white paper, or you have colored construction paper, you can use either or. If you have regular white paper, you can color on it. I'd say use crayons, not markers, just because we want the paper to be very strong, and markers can sometimes make it too wet and the paper rips. So you can color it, draw whatever you'd like on it, and then once you're done drawing or creating your pattern, you can have it ready for our boats. So we've got our paper. I've got a little pen. You can use a crayon, marker. You don't need to. A skewer stick, which has a little pointy end to it, and then a flat end. And then I have sponge. You can use a square sponge, or this one, it's a little wavy. Whichever sponge. My sponge happens to have a tough green side, but you can use sponges that don't have the green side. Whichever sponge works. And then I have a pair of scissors. All right, so now that we've got all our things ready, we can start making our boats. So first things first is you're gonna want to make a big triangle out of your papers. So if you're making 3 boats, you're gonna need 3 triangles. If you're just making 1 sponge boat, you're just gonna need 1 triangle. So however many triangles you need is the number of boats you're going to make. So I'm going to make a pretty big triangle. I'm gonna use this paper, actually. Okay, so I'm gonna just draw. Remember, a triangle has 3 lines. So I think I could have made my triangle a little bit bigger, but you want to make a pretty big triangle, because it's gonna turn into your sail. So you want, the bigger it is, the more wind it'll catch and your boat will move faster. So I don't know if you can see my triangle. It starts here, straight line down, side and side. I'll draw it on the white side just so my friends can see it. But you want it to be a pretty big triangle. Okay. Just like this. Alrighty? So I'm gonna get started on the next step. We're gonna cut this one out. So you have your triangle, you made a big triangle. Now you're gonna cut it out. Scissors always pointing away from your body. You never want it pointing towards your body. That's how accidents can happen. You're gonna cut along the line. You really wanna try to stay on that line. The light is kind of dark, there it is. So then you turn your paper, and I'm gonna cut down the next line. And you can take your time, no need to rush. Turn your paper, I'm gonna cut again. Okay, awesome. So we've got our first sail. All right, so we're gonna put that to the side, and now you're gonna grab another piece of paper. I'll use this orange one. And on this paper, you're just gonna cut out a little square. Doesn't have to be perfect, just like this. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna fold it in half, just like this. Be a square rectangle. Mine's more of a rectangle because it's long and then has 2 short ends. But you're gonna cut it, you're gonna fold it in half. And then once you fold it in half like that, you're gonna make a triangle, but not where it's opened, not on the side that it's open, but on the side where it's bent. That's gonna be the bottom of your triangle. So remember, triangles have 3 straight lines. So this is gonna be the bottom. So you only need to draw two more lines. So this folded part is gonna be our bottom. So we're gonna draw 2 lines, like a pointing arrow, okay? So let me draw mine really quickly and then I'll show my friends. Okay, just like this. So the folded part is gonna be your bottom of your triangle, and then you're gonna go up, then back down. Or you can start at the top and slide forward, slide backwards. Kind of like a letter A. Okay, and then once you have that, you're gonna cut on the line. So I've cut one piece, and now I'm gonna cut the other. Scissors always pointing away, just like this. And now if you open it, it kind of looks like a little beak. But we're gonna use that on our boat too. And that's all the cutting and paper that we're gonna need. So now let's get to it. So I have my skewer, and this is gonna go through your sponge, but this is very, very long. So I'm gonna cut mine down. If you have smaller skewers, that works perfect. Mine is just a little long because it's 12 inches long. It's as long as a ruler. So I'm gonna cut mine down just a little bit. And if you have to cut yours, that's okay. You can cut yours. But when you do cut yours, you don't want to cut off the pointy side. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna cut mine to 8 inches long. So I have a ruler, measured it, and then I just used my little pen to make a mark there. I wanna make mine 8 inches long. So you wanna save the pointy part because we're gonna need it. So then I'm gonna go ahead and grab the scissors. And this part, you're gonna need some help. Okay, so you can ask someone to help you cut your skewer. And then I just cracked it. There it is. So now it's ready. Okay, so first we're gonna grab our big sail, our big triangle. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna poke a hole just at the bottom with your skewer, just like that. Okay, and then you're gonna push it through, and then you want to poke a hole at the top. My friends can see it. I want to poke a hole right there, right at the top. Not too close to the edge because you don't want it to tear through. So if you have your triangle, you want to put it about right here. Not right at the tip, but a little lower. So you're gonna poke through, and you can ask someone for help so you don't accidentally poke yourself. You can do this part. And now you're gonna have a little, it looks like a sail, which is great. All right, so now that your sail has its holes, you're gonna take it off, and you're gonna poke a hole through your sponge. Okay, this one you can ask for some help depending on what kind of sponge you have. Mine is pretty easy to push through. So you're gonna push it through, and you're gonna wanna leave your skewer a few inches at the bottom. So you wanna leave some space. You can put your thumb to measure it. Just gonna leave some space on the bottom of the sponge. And then, I think I poked my sponge a little crooked. So let's try to fix that. Okay, there it is. It doesn't have to be perfect. So you're gonna leave some space at the bottom, and then you are going to put in your sail with the bottom hole first, and then you're gonna poke it through the top hole, just like that. And now look, you've almost got a boat, but we're missing one last piece. So this piece, we're gonna glue it at the top, so that way our sail doesn't pop off like mine did, where it falls out like that. So you wanna put it inside. You're gonna grab some glue, and you're gonna put just a little bit on one side of your your diamond shape. Okay, and then you're gonna get the tip of your boat, and then you're gonna close it together. You're gonna hold it for a few seconds. You can count to the number 10, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, perfect. Oh, we've got a sponge boat. Fantastic. Okay, so the next step is to try it out to see if it works. So you can fill up your bathtub and do it when you're having a bath, or if you just want to try it out in your bathtub, ask someone at home to see if you can fill up the bathtub. If not, you can try maybe in the sink, or if you have a big container or a Tupperware that's big enough, you can fill it up with water and try it on there. I have a bowl. I'm using a bowl and I filled it up with some water, and I'm gonna see how the boat works. And look at this, friends. It is working. So, and then because the air gets caught in the sail, you can blow on it and your boat will automatically switch directions and sail faster. This works very, very cool if you try it in a bigger container than a bowl. I'm just using this small bowl to show my friends, but if you try it in your bathtub and then you just blow on your boat, it'll sail back and forth in the bathtub. But I hope my friends enjoyed the video, and if your sponge happens to get wet or your sail gets wet, that's okay. You can cut out more triangles and try different boats. Okay, my friends? So I hope you enjoyed our little cool science project with our sponge boats, and I hope you have a great, amazing day. And I can't wait to see my friends' boats.